What?
Watch out! Don't. Dale, dale, don, dale, pa' que se muevan las yales, pa' activar los anormales y al que se resbale botel, dale, dale, don, dale, pa' que se muevan las yales, pa' activar los anormales y al que se resbale botel, dale. Máquina pa' pillarle una esquina como ron que fina, tremenda asesina, se peina y se guilla, se viste y se maquilla, tranquila chiquillo, te siento en mi silla, hoy tú vas a ser mía, el don te desafía, seguro en mi vía, cuidado si te tira y si tu novia se activa, yo activo la guerrilla y si el bote te lo pilla no le va a dar ni cosquilla. Dale, dale, don, dale, pa' que se muevan las yales, pa' activar los anormales y al que se resbale botel, dale, dale, don, dale, pa' que se muevan las yales.
Okay, guys, welcome to the show. This is Terry and Irene with NSPS TV Paranormal Podcast. Guys, let me tell you, it's been a very exciting week for me. I almost got beat up and choked out. I had a lady that called harass me on the podcast I had nothing to do with. And my son is cooking chicken. So it's going to be an interesting week. But anyway, guys, welcome to the show. I am back in Tennessee. Man, there's a lot of things going on, man. The Smoky Mountains. Love that place. Love Nashville. I've been to Nashville a couple of times. I love that place. We were talking about barbecue earlier, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go, just to see how the barbecue was. And Sin admits she don't like Texas barbecue.
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
But you know what? And to go keep on this conversation is, would you agree with me or disagree with me? But some of the best barbecue around, or some of the places you really don't hear about.
Yeah, they're hole in the walls.
Yeah, the little hole in the walls.
Yeah, those are usually the best ones.
The best barbecue ever, man. I found a little spot, and believe it or not, it was in Larkham. Smack down between all these well-known places. We've been there. We went there once, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting all this great food for a great price. The owner actually came out and talked to us. Dude, we went up the street, and they were doing a commercial, and they didn't even say anything to us. So where am I going to go?
Right?
Where am I going to send my money to? To the guy that comes out, talks to us, and hey, I like that. I like that customer, relation. It plays a key role on where you want to go from here. And you know what? We go every month now.
Do you?
Yeah, go. We bypass all that other ugly. Oh, I'm telling you, man. If you get a napkin and squeeze all that oil grease out of those sausages, man, you just like, ugh. I like no, but this guy here, I did the test. Not a drop of grease.
Oh, wow.
I like, what are you doing that they're not doing? This is the same sausage, same bit. And he's like, I just cook better.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
They're not for me.
When I was growing up, the very best place for barbecue here in this county was called Woodley's, and a Mr. and Miss Vance ran it. Can't think of. We were talking about this actually day before yesterday, and I remember going there, and it was just this little shack. You walk into. They had a counter, but they cooked it outside in the ground. They had a pit in the ground dug out, and that's how they cook their barbecue, and it was so good, so good.
Who said it's nothing wrong with a little dirt on your meat? I'm all for that. Give it a little seasoning.
Have a little mineral.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, ain't got no problem. Uh, I'm good with that. Irene, how you doing? You eating your popcorn? You good?
Yeah. My
All
soda
right,
got my
all
popcorn. I
right,
had my
all right.
coffee. I'm good.
Okay. Well, Miss Hill, is that right to call me Miss Hill?
Absolutely, that's fine. You call me
Or
Sin.
is it Mrs. Hill? I call you Mrs. Hill.
It's Mrs. Yeah, but
Mrs.
you can just
All
call
right,
me Sin.
Mrs. Hill. What is going on in your life? Talk to me. How is things going in Tennessee? Man, just tell me what's going on with you.
Well, things have been rough. Let me just tell you, a little bit rough lately, but everything's just fine. We're going through the same rain you are, and we're getting what you got today, tonight.
Mm.
So we'll see how that goes. But my husband came in pissed because the mailman or mail person, whoever it was, we don't even know, left a box in the mail out on the landscaping timber instead of bringing it to the porch. So it was
Oh,
drenched. It was my books. It was my books. So they
wow.
were just, they were a little damp. They're sitting on the counter still, and I'm luckily they weren't drenched completely. The box was, but my books weren't. So thank God, because there was about 25 or 30 of them, I think. So
Wow. Can you
yeah,
imagine how that
I
would
was
be?
now I
Oh
was
I can
dear.
I was
imagine.
opening it like this, thinking, oh God, oh no, oh no. But everything's fine.
I can imagine, man. Let's say they did get damaged
I would
and
have been
you were,
saying every word of the alphabet, A, B, C, and everything else.
Oh
I
man.
would have,
Well,
I would have been,
he's Monday he's going down to the post office and telling them what he thinks about it. But
my
Oh,
Lord.
yeah.
I had ordered those specifically to take to a conference next month. It's Goblin Con in Hopkinsville, and
Mm.
I'm gonna have all my books there. So I needed some extra to take, and I doubt if I had had to reorder them, they would have gotten here in time.
Mm.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You should get some kind of reimbursement on that.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
country post people don't care.
Well, you gotta talk to the postmaster. Talk to the postmaster and see what he can do.
Yeah.
That's what Greg's gonna do.
But you
He's
know what?
already
If you
pissed.
put that, if you have a plastic case, you put some rice in it, right? Uncooked rice. You throw the books in the middle of it, throw the rice on top of it, let it sit in there for a little while. It's the only thing that works.
They
Wow, that sounds like a good remedy.
right
It it
because
does
that's what
because
they do.
that's what
Sell
we
them.
do. When our phone gets wet, we put it in a case of rice and we
Uh-huh.
let it sit in there, and it soaks up the moisture from
I think
from
I'm gonna
whatever.
throw my I might throw myself in a bowl of rice, see if I get some of that
Oh,
moisture out of
geez,
me.
you're gonna need a bigger sack.
Hey, we got 50-pound bags of rice. Maybe I can get in some rice and be like a
Oh,
happy.
Ah,
gonna need more than that to do it.
See why you been so mean? Been
aw,
so mean. So, Miss Hill,
yeah.
uh, you know, you said it's been rough, but how is things going on down there paranormal wise?
They've been pretty crazy. Let me give you a background. Back in 2020, I started training my nephew to be my videographer, and then COVID
Hmm.
hit. So I ended up pretty much doing Zoom calls to help people. So it was more helping people cleanse their properties and their houses because they were stuck inside it, and they were stuck with family, even though they loved the people and they loved their homes, but being stuck 24/7 for who knows how long was driving everybody up the wall. So I was teaching them how to smudge and bless and all that kind of stuff, sending out meditations and prayers and, just teaching them that way. And that's what I've been doing mostly since 2020. I was writing a book, started a book called Signs from Beyond. And it was about near death experiences, angel rescues, um, cardinals, pennies that you pick up and think of somebody. You smell somebody's perfume or cologne, special pipe, tobacco, special song comes on, all that kind of stuff, deathbed conversations, all that. And I picked it back up in 2022. So there was a long space that I just didn't write. And I picked it back up. And I had a bunch of people had sent in stories from all
Mm-hmm.
over. And I put the book together and was working on it. And then we lost Wyatt, my nephew. So he was the one I was training. And we had to get through that, which was still hard. And I ended up figuring out, wait a minute, that's why I was supposed to write this book, because I was writing scary stories, and it's Wyatt's book. I got it fixed and turned it out, and then I had a bunch of people coming up saying, I've got a sign for you. I've got a sign for you. So I figured, there's a second one coming out. And I just brought out 6 and 7, which was, I pulled the near death experiences and the angel rescues and spirit warnings out of it and made it its own book. It's its own book. So Death's Doorstep. And then the rest of the signs came out in the Signs 2 book.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can see you on the bestseller list here soon.
I wish I'm about to bring out number 8 and 9 at the same time. So that's going to be interesting. I'm just finishing up those, but it's a different series.
That's interesting. That is really interesting. Since I'm going to feed off you for a minute.
Sure.
A lot of people today really don't pay attention to any signs that their loved ones are here. In your mind, let the people know some of the best signs that are out there that people need to pay attention to make themselves aware of what's going on around them.
They're really more aware than they realize, because anytime a special song comes on, they think of one person. And, it might have been their mother's favorite song. She maybe sang it around the house while she was cleaning or something. It was their childhood best friend that they lost in a tragic accident. And, they might smell perfume every once in a while, and it reminds them of their grandmother. So they're actually thinking about it without really thinking about that's a sign. They're just thinking about that lost loved one. And when you start talking about signs and telling them, there's all kinds. There can be, they can actually appear to you right there in front of you, or it can be a dream. You can dream about them, and it can be such a vivid dream that it's more of a vision instead of a dream by itself. That people think of cardinals all the time, and different flowers, or finding a feather, picking it up and keeping it. There's pennies from heaven. You hear that phrase, and that's a sign that someone is thinking about you. So we've had these signs forever, and they just keep being added to. So people are becoming more and more aware of it. It's been incredible how many near-death experiences I've gotten from all over, and most of them have that light, and they feel all the love and all that kind of stuff. But a couple have seen dark stuff, and then when they came back, or the paddles were used on them to jumpstart their heart again,
Uh-huh.
then they decided to be better people after seeing that dark side. So there's so many stories, and I'm just really blessed to have been given them to read and put in books.
Interesting because sometimes I just sit there and I think, especially about dreams, because dreams can be so real. You can be right there in the. Every time a panel has had a dream, and it can be so real, so right. I had a dream last night. I was being chased by spiders.
Oh no, 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 that was a
And
nightmare.
I'm like kicking. I'm like, damn. Well, you know what? Every night, every dream I have is a nightmare.
Oh, is it? No, no, no.
Yeah,
That,
because I'm always up to something. I'm always, you know what? My dreams has never been the way that they should be. I don't think my dreams are never happy-go-lucky. I'm always involved in something. You
well,
know what I'm saying? And I can't help but think for the moment, what the hell is going on with my inner self? I mean, why am I having all these dreams about strange things and fighting off giant spiders, and these things are real.
right?
Maybe somebody can help me.
You're, our dreams are trying to work things out while we're asleep that we hadn't figured out how to work out in our life.
Or
So
do you think,
you're still working
yeah,
in your sleep.
is
You're
it possible that that spider can be like, it wasn't meant to attack me? It was like trying to build a giant cobweb and she try to have me fight through that cobweb?
yeah, so some kind of obstacle you're having to try to work through right now.
Oh,
Or
yeah, there's a
one
lot going
one
on.
coming up or one coming up that you haven't gotten through yet.
I know, but I'm not gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
I know Irene she probably did some voodoo. Well, she put voodoo on me.
Did not. Liar. That's
You never know. You never know. Cause you know what? Me and Irene was having a discussion last night, and it came to my mind. I'm like, you know what? Is it possible, seeing that? And Irene says she don't know, and I don't know. And I'm going to ask you: is it possible that spirits can grieve after their just like we lose them, they lose us. So is there a grieving process for them also?
I think I think, and this is just my opinion, um, I think they're beyond that.
mm,
I think that the ones that come back to check in with us, it's are because we're not in a great space yet. We haven't
mhm.
gotten over something,
Yeah.
and they check back in just to say it's okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're okay too. Everything's fine.
I think it's because it's the come to Jesus moment because they have to deal with it. They have to face the reality that they have died,
Hmm.
and there's no place, there's no space for them to grieve.
Yeah. And some of them have died so quickly that they might not know they're actually dead for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. And then the reality sets in that they have passed away,
Hmm.
and but we as humans cannot deal with that. We cannot, in our mind, it it bothers us to kingdom come that they have died, that our
Yes.
loved ones have died, but we have to we have to come to terms with that. But it takes longer for us to come to terms with than the dying who have passed on.
Hmm. I think so
So
too.
yeah, I think so too. See,
Well, let me ask you guys. I mean, because I always thought grief was an emotional thing.
Hmm.
I never thought grief would, it's emotional. It's not nothing really physical. So, like I've always, people that I've talked to in the paranormal community always tell me that these guys that are no longer here, they take their emotions with them. So, with you guys saying that, I can't help but think maybe they do grieve
Well,
in some kind of way.
some emotions don't go with them because
Mhm.
of residual hauntings.
Yeah,
Some stay, like it was
yeah,
such a traumatic
yeah,
experience that they
yeah,
had. It's still going over and over and over again. And that
yeah.
particular grief is still around us.
Hmm.
And that's some of the hauntings we run into.
Yeah, like if they're shot or they were strangled or if they were hung, that still lingers in the air where it happened. Um, but the grief, as far as it's concerned, they have to come to reality that they passed on. They have no time to worry about who's gonna bother them, who's gonna be with them, or anything else like who's gonna grieve over them, because they don't have that privilege of doing that. What we do.
I mean,
As,
but okay, now I'm gonna feed off what you just said, Irene.
oh
You
shoot.
said that they don't have the time. But at what I mean, at that point, they don't have anything but time. Time
Time
is
is not
not the
meaning as
issue.
time is not meaning as on the clock. Time is that they don't have they cannot worry about, oh, I died, oh, like they cannot do that. They have to be where they're supposed to be. They have to go where they're supposed to be going. Either you are a shadow person, or you will be in your own heaven realm. They don't have that privilege of waiting around, see, oh, how does this person, oh, I died, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh, I feel so bad, oh, they don't have that time. They cannot do that. They cannot do that.
Interesting.
They might
I
at
think when
first, but not long.
Yeah, but yeah, they don't have that.
Mm-mm.
We can warn, but they don't have that time or privilege to
what
They
I'm
don't
warn.
have to. They don't have
No,
to.
no,
Yeah.
but
no.
what I'm saying is, yeah, I'm confused now because
But
Oh
you can't. But you can't think. You can't think as if the dead is alive like we are. You cannot think that. They're in a different place. They're in a
no.
different realm. They're in a different energy than what we are. So you
but
can't.
aren't they
You can't.
technically still alive without their body?
Yeah, but you can't compare the two because it's not the same thing as what we are. What they are.
Right. It's energy.
Yeah.
Their energy didn't die. You can't get rid of energy. It just
No.
can change form. So
Yeah.
their life force has become spirit now.
And it's and their work. What they have to do now is totally different what we do.
You know, I got a laundry list. It's about
Oh
that long,
shoot. This
and
is a
there's
guy that's
plenty
gonna
of
say he's gonna
people.
sing 100 bottles of
Hey,
beer at me when he dies, and I
there's
go,
plenty
holy
of
sh!
people. I got debts. Hey, if y'all owe me money, I suggest y'all to pay. If not, I'm gonna
I don't owe you a penny, so stop that.
if y'all owe any debts to me, I suggest y'all to pay because I'm gonna
Well,
haunt
you
y'all.
see, you see,
Gonna haunt.
I helped you several hundred times, so yeah, your debt is still.
Nope, you
Okay.
my first. Hey, you number one on the list.
Oh no.
Oh, bleh. I'll just throw a
See,
bottle of beer at you. You'll be fine.
nope, you're number one on the list. Those,
And
you,
yet,
you got to be ready.
you see, I'm older than him, right? So,
Okay. She just had a birthday a couple days ago, and wow, boy, she thinks she's older than me now.
Mm.
You know. You only get a birthday once a year, not 4 times out of the year. So there's
I'm
no way you're
wiser.
gonna catch up with.
I'm wiser. I'm older.
Well, you might be wiser, but it's okay.
See
It's
how
okay.
funny it is.
Hey,
See, this is
I'm
this
good
is
with
this is one. This is a podcast where you can laugh your guts out, right?
I
I'm
like
good
the
with
fact
that.
that you did this. I like the fact that Irene does this to the camera because no one else is listening.
I'm glad she does this to me. No, uh, see what made you start wanting to write your books?
I was editing first, so I was helping Mark Elliott Fultz. He's the one that does the covers and the illustrations in my books. So
Hmm.
I was editing his books, and about the third one I did, he said, "When are you going to bring yours out?" Now he's a psychic medium, so I'd never, I'd never brought this up to him, and I said, "I'm, I don't have a book," and he said, "Yes, you do." And he said, "When are you going to bring it out?" And I said, I'm scared. I'm actually scared. And he goes, "No, just write it. It's time." And so I started putting, I didn't even know how to write stuff. I even did this little course online, quick, how to write a book thing. And, and the best thing I learned out of that whole little online tutorial thing was if you just give yourself 30 minutes and just start writing and don't censor yourself, just write. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or if it flows or if it's the same story or it can be 40 stories that you're just, oh, I've got this and I can do that and that. Just write for 30 minutes and you will come up with some good stuff. And I started doing that and 30 minutes became 4 hours a couple of times and before I knew it I had a book. So he was right, it was time. And
Yeah.
I write short stories. All of my books are short stories, so I don't know
Now,
if I got the attention to write a book of just one thing. I don't know.
now, are your book, all your books, are they true story?
Except for one, Mark and I did one fiction book, but all of the other books are true. Yes. The first and third ones are about things that have happened to me, my friends, my team. And the fourth one is signs that I got a bunch of people's stories and added Wyatt's story, my mom's story, and dad, and that kind of thing. But there's a lot of people that put in stories for that one. And then the next book was darker stories, some of my darker investigations, weird things that have happened that I didn't want to go back to. And I got some of my friends to send in their stories as well. So all true short stories. And then the next ones were Death's Doorstep, the near death experiences, and then the other science book. The ones I've got coming up are old newspaper stories, and it's going to be called Unquiet Dead, and there's going to be at least 10 in this. And the first one is, let me think, Headless Ghosts and Colorful Spirits. So it's like the lady in white and the brown lady of Raynham Hall, and all the ones that had colors to their name. And then all the headless ghosts, whether they're human that got ran over by a train or beheaded at Tower Bridge, or animals. There's a bunch of headless animals.
Headless animal.
Yeah.
Have you
Can I ask
done
her a
one on
question
your?
really quick? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question really quick?
yeah. Go ahead.
Did your nephew call you mammy?
Now he called. I was Aunt Cindy. Aunt Cindy.
Weird.
Did you hear something?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ooh.
She
He's a
heard
young boy, right?
Uh-oh.
He was 19 and a half. He was my mini me. So miss him
Oh,
Yeah,
terribly.
he's right here.
Yeah, he's normally when I start talking about him, he's actually shown up on a couple of podcasts in
Yeah,
EPs.
he's right here with me, sitting
Aw.
right here with me.
He likes to check people out
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
know. He's
talking
talking to me. He goes. You know what? She's my special mammy.
to.
I don't think he ever told you that. He's doing it out of confidence, confiance. Like he doesn't want anybody to know that he's your mammy. That
No.
you was his mammy, and your husband was his pappy.
Yeah, we were like seconds to him for sure.
So that's why he's saying this to me. And he
Uh-huh.
said, "Tell Mammy and tell Pappy that I love them. Tell, and I'm always here, and I haven't left. I haven't left your side. And don't worry about me because I'm in a I'm in a good place. I'm okay."
Yeah. He
And he
checks
said
in often.
he he says
well,
he
that's
likes chocolate.
cool.
Does he like chocolate cake?
Yes. His favorite. The one thing that he did just before we lost him, he went over to my mom's house and wanted to take his nana to for a treat somewhere. And he
Mm.
said, "Nana, I'll take you wherever you want to go." And she said, "Well, let's just go to Shoney's." And she he says, "Okay, what do you want?" She said, "I'm thinking about a hot fudge cake because that's the chocolate cake with the white ice cream, between." And that was
Mhm.
his favorite dessert, and they
Well,
always shared one, so they had one.
just for the viewers, I don't know you personally. I haven't talked to you at all about anything like this, right? And I don't know your family. Just for the viewers that I said chocolate cake out of the view because he told me he likes chocolate cake. And that just to let them know that I don't know anything about your family. I don't know anything about the death of your nephew. I have nothing to do with this. I just found that out by just talking to him right here. And
Mhm.
that's just for them to know that we don't know anything about each other. I've only seen you a couple times. We've already talked a couple times. We haven't really talked personally about anything, just so that them know that this is what I found out, and that we don't lie when we talk about stuff like this because I see dead people. Okay, yeah, okay, but yeah, and I talk to dead people too. So and I hear them out of my right ear. So like I can have full blown conversation with the dead. But yeah, he's telling me he likes chocolate cake, and that was his favorite, and that he wants to let you know to leave out a slice of chocolate cake on the table for him because he'll really appreciate that. And he always comes around and visits you.
Aw, I've got to remember. I've got some chocolate cupcakes here. I'll put one out for him tonight.
Yeah, yeah. And he'll say he'll really
All right.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Why he
And
put one out for me too?
Harry, no. And I think he likes blue flowers. I think he likes the color blue.
He does. His eyes were blue. Yeah.
See. You
Mhm.
see, I can make this shit up. No, you can't make this. So actually, he said he wants you to put a blue flower out for him. It doesn't matter where it is. It can be on his grave. It can be on the table. It can be someplace that you know that he always goes around, and someplace that he knows that you're there or he's there or whatever. Like both of you,
I'll do.
it goes both ways, right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
That.
There we go. Okay, now you can
Yeah, that's
continue, Terry.
well. I want some too.
Oh, Terry.
But Sin, another conversation that's been coming up in the paranormal world community is this big influx of storytelling, and it so happen to base you write books about reincarnations.
Yeah.
Do you read some of these stories about what's going on in the world now about reincarnations? Do you
I,
believe some of the
I
stories, or do you think that the parents are kind of manipulating the children to say what they say?
I haven't read any lately, and I've not heard any um, recent. ones. Are you talking about any in particular?
Well, there's a whole bunch of them on YouTube.
Hmm.
I mean, these stories are popping up. I mean, there are new stories popping up every day, and
And it's
I just think they didn't at the time. Most most people didn't have a way to tell their story. Now YouTube's around, so everybody that had a story to tell about their child and their story about reincarnation, they're putting it on social media for people to hear.
hmm
Some of them are very, very amazing, interesting.
I know
Uh,
the near death experiences I was reading were incredible. So I can just imagine some of those reincarnation stories.
oh yeah, and I'm like, wow.
Hmm.
I mean, I just shake my head and just like say, wow, these
What
little
was
kids are amazing.
what was one of the ones that you can remember?
There was one I can remember about a child, which I think that was on a World War II boat. I think his ship exploded. The Japanese blew up his ship. Everybody survived except for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And the weirdest thing is this 4 to 5 year old kid was pointing at the map. It's like, I died right there, right there. I died
Mm.
right there. It's like, dude, how the hell are you gonna die when you're right here?
Right.
No, in my other life, it was right here. So the parents, it was so odd, but the kid kept talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what happened? The parents end up looking up the story, and the kid told her dad, mom, about the name of the ship that blew up. And sure enough,
They found it.
the name, the ship,
Wow.
and the only person that died was the same person he was calling himself.
Wow. I mean, how can you make that up?
Yeah.
You know, if that's truly that kid telling that story at 4 and 5 years old, you can't make that up.
Yeah.
You can't.
No,
I mean,
I
there's no other way.
mm-mm. I can see some skeptics out there saying, well, the parents probably talked to that kid and trained him,
Hmm.
and I'm sure that there are ones that do that
Mm-hmm.
just to try to get attention. But there really are some kids out there that
Mm-hmm.
realize. I had my first deja vu experience when I was 6.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in front of bulletin board drawing the seal of the United States with the eagle on it holding the arrows, and I was drawing, got to the talons, and I thought I've done this before, but I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't. And I thought, well, that's the weirdest thought I've ever had in my life.
And your hand just goes
And
without your head even thinking about it, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it just popped in. So,
It's automatic writing.
hmm
You know,
so
I've always tried to figure out the two, and I think both most of these is probably the same words, just in different meanings. Deja vu and a premonition.
yeah,
Is,
yeah,
is that not two of the same?
it's close. It's close. Deja vu, um, it happens again. So
Mm-hmm.
you've done it before. But
Right.
premonition is something coming up. You
Yeah.
see something that is about to happen, like foreshadowing in a book.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you see it and then it happens. Well, you knew it before it happened.
Yeah.
So they're very related.
Yeah.
They're very related, and I've had those. And what's so weird? I've had both. I've
Mm.
always had both since I was a little boy. You know, I it's so weird how things happen, and I'm like, is that deja vu or am I
Yeah.
having a premonition? Which one is it? Somebody tell me something, you
Hmm.
know, and I'm like, what the hell? one day, and I think I told Irene about this, and I jumped in my van. Now this is my wife's van. It's not my van, it's her van. That van has been locked, windows up, guys, for at least a month. Tell me, how can a 40 to 50, maybe even 100 flies sitting on the passenger seat? Where the hell did all these flies come from? How did
And
they
it was,
even get into the van?
oh,
They were
un-
sitting, they did not even come to the driver's side. They were on the passenger side. Some of them flew around, but most of them just sat right there, like somebody was sitting right there on the passenger seat. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell? Where'd all these damn flies come from?
mm,
And I'm looking around because my kids have a tendency, or maybe they left a chicken wing or something that attracts the fly. But there was nothing.
unless
How?
unless a fly had laid some eggs. I don't know how long they incubate. I have no idea.
No, these were some adult flies. These bad boys, you heard them coming from a mile away.
Mm, I
And
don't
I'm like,
know.
what the hell? And then
Mm-mm.
the minute I rolled the window down, they all just flew away. It
Did
was
you
weird. I tell
did
you.
you start thinking about the Amityville horror or anything? You know, all those flies that were in
Yeah,
that.
man, no, because I think sometimes people sometimes get a misunderstanding the way that animals and insects. See, the first thing people think about insects as flies. Flies are affiliated with demons and all that. But do we really know? Let's break it down. Do we really know?
Not
It can
anything.
be a
We don't.
No,
it
We
can
don't know
be anything.
anything.
no,
We know nothing.
yeah.
You know
So
nothing.
I'm like, no. And I can't, maybe it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe, I didn't think of much about it after that, but it's always in the back of my mind. That was
Well,
the seat that she sat in. I never sat in that seat. She always, I'm always the driver. She's the one that always sat over there. You
I
know what I'm
don't know.
saying? So I can't help but wonder, huh?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's very
It's
strange.
weird. I mean, I don't know. And I can't. I think about it every now and then, but then again, I just chalk it up as coincidence. Sometimes it
Sometimes,
happens.
though,
So,
coincidence happens so much. You have so many coincidental things that happen that it's not coincidence
right?
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
why
don't
I'm just
know. Are
shrugging
you
it
good?
off. There's you have to have more for me to work on in order to find something out because I really can't see anything. If it was nefarious, I'd find out really fast for you. I'd know, but I don't feel it. I don't see it. If I don't see it, if I don't feel it, I know it's not there.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you? Have you ever thought about writing a book about Tennessee's most famous location? Somebody
Um,
need to tell the truth about that.
yeah, about several of them. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You'll be the first one that writes about something that's different than all the books that are out there.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Because
got.
people want to know.
Yeah. Is
People
there?
want to know about the Bell Witch. People want to
Yeah,
know, did this really happen? What I mean, what was the cause of it?
right.
So
Um,
many different stories.
I've been there, and the night I went was perfect for a ghost investigation. It was perfect.
Ooh.
it not only does it is there Indian tribal mounds, burial grounds on the
Mhm.
property. There's a cave on the property. It's right on the Trail of Tears. And the night I went, it was a full moon. My husband was with me, and we had gone out. They'd separated the people into three different groups, and we went to the tribal area first, the burial
Mhm.
grounds, and out into the fields. And while we were out there, we're almost done. This heavy storm blew in. This, I mean, lightning, crazy wind. It was torrential downpour, all of that stuff. And you talk about ramping energy up. Oh my lord, the people that were in the cave couldn't get out of it for an hour and a half. So the tour was on, standby for an hour and a half until the storm passed. They came up out of the cave after the storm passed. And one of my friends sat down next to me and he says, Sim, look at this. Look at this video I took. And I looked at it, and he had taken it of our other friend, Regina. She was talking,
Mhm.
telling a story inside the cave,
Mhm.
and the other people were listening to her. She was up a little bit, but a shadow went over behind her head across the ceiling of the cave. And I said, wait a minute, what was that? Let's see that again. Let's see that again. And he did it again. And I said, show it to me one more time. And he did it again. He goes, I can't figure out what it is. I said, it's a wolf. That's a wolf shadow. And he said, holy shit. The Bell Witch, one of the things she appeared as was a wolf. So it was a perfect shadow of a wolf. And I asked him, was there somebody up around the lights? No. Was there somebody that was climbing on the rocks? No. So that was interesting and
Hmm.
creepy, very creepy.
That's funny because
I gotta.
wolf is the number one protector. It it it
I love wolves.
yeah, it people think that they harm, but no, that's the other way around. They protect, and they they don't let anything evil come near them because the wolf is out there
And
first, and
sacred and
yeah,
sacred. Right
yeah.
behind me, right back here,
Hmm.
there is a little wolf,
Hmm.
and it's it stands for Wyatt with me.
Yeah,
His favorite animal was the wolf, so
yeah,
I put him right behind me.
yeah. So
Interesting. When
you know,
you go ahead, go ahead.
no, no, no. I'm just saying, yeah, because wolves doesn't like anything evil. Wolves are positive energies, and when you have that there, you know that you're gonna be okay. You know that you're gonna be safe. You know that nothing's gonna go out and hurt you. And you know what? I think
Interesting.
the Bill Witch. I think he was there to protect her property. She wasn't there to harm anybody. There was really misconceptions about witches, and I think we were watching too much Hollywood stuff because of that. I think witches. Okay, I'm a gray witch myself, right? I think people think witches are evil or satanic, but we're not that. We don't do that. We are there to keep our property cleansed. We are there to protect our land, protect our property, protect our boundaries. So if she was doing that, she was also trying to protect her land, her property, her domain. And that if you respect her, she'll turn around and respect you in the end, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
So
But
that's the
is
misconceptions about
there,
witches.
I don't know, is there any really significant evidence that this really happened to the family?
Um, Hearsay and handed down stories. Have you ever talked to Pat Fitzhugh? He is pretty much the guru about the Bell Witch. He's
Mhm.
written a couple of books about her. So he might be interesting for you to have on to talk to about. Um, he's got all of the historical records, he's done all the research, and he'll tell you what's bogus and what could not have happened because of this and that and things like that. Now, on the other hand, my friend Mark has channeled several different spirits, and Bell Witch was one of them. And he says it is not what anybody thinks she is.
Yeah,
I can't
I
help
think.
I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder. Did she have any offspring? Did she have any kids or family
As
that
far as
anybody knew of?
the one that Pat talks about in the Bell Witch book, they talk about um, what is her name? Uh, Dang, I just had it. Catherine. I want to say Bats or something like that was the last name of the neighbor that was having property issues with the Bells. And
Would it be Catherine?
yes, yes, it would. And I couldn't get her name, but Kate, they called her Kate for short.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly there was a property issue that she was upset with. Mark will tell you that has nothing to do with it. Pat will tell you there was not really a property dispute because of records that he's found.
Yeah, it's about time we separate from fiction to real history, right?
Right?
Because there's so much fiction out there, and Hollywood has made a mockery out of her.
Mhm.
And you don't know which is truth, you don't know which is phony, but we have to separate the truth, the both, and we have to tell the truth. It's our I think it's our responsibility. Well, as investigators, as the truth storytellers, that we have to tell the truth about what happened, and enough of this bogus lying about her, because I think it made everyone else want to make her out somebody to be really evil and horrible and disgusting, which I don't think she was.
Right, right.
And you know what? Witches in general don't really like to harm anybody. If you attack her, of course they're gonna attack you back, right? So you gotta get it back tenfold what you did to that person. That's what we believe in, but we don't want necessarily harm people or hurt people. We don't necessarily want any fire, want any fight from everybody. Like, we just want to live our life out in peace and harmony till we die. That's what being a witch is all about. But it has nothing to do with hexing people or doing something stupid, because yeah, we know the problems, what happens when you do that, right?
But you've got those that do that.
Yeah,
There
I
are
know.
that try to
That's
do
that's called
that.
that's
And
called the yeah,
yeah,
that's
but
called a
then
black magic witch. Yeah.
right. But then too, what you've got to worry about in all of these hauntings and even places that aren't haunted
Mhm.
is the stories that get told about that space. The
Mhm.
more it's told and the more people talk about it and the more people think about it
Yeah.
and visit it and keep that energy there, they start building whatever that story is about. And
Yeah.
so that becomes a thought form.
Yeah. But that's what creates more
A lot
more
of
fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of times.
And that's the part where I really don't like. I really can't stand it, because there are so many things that came out of certain haunted places were baloney. I
Yeah.
mean, the books wrote so many garbages, so many things that you know the people who have passed, who I've talked to, say, no, you got to tell them what really happened. No, you got to tell them that this is not, this is lie. Like, I want you to tell them what this is what happened. And you know what? I had to come out and say what was bad, and what was upsetting to them, and that this never really happened. And no, because I was unalived by this man who was jealous and who didn't like my mom, and so yeah, he unalived me, and he unalived my mom. So
Wow.
yeah, like it was brothel, okay, it was a brothel, okay, but yeah, it's just certain things that came out in the 1800s that were written, but were baloney, right?
Mhm.
But that's what people believe. But I think we, us three, have to come out and say, no, that's not what happened. This is what really happened. But they're not going to listen to us because there's no glorify. There's no drama in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to make a good movie. And
No, no,
Can I
no. It's not going to make a
can
good
I
book
ask
either,
y'all a
right?
question? Can I
yeah,
ask y'all a question?
of
How long
course.
has this light? How long has this light been going blinking off and on over here? Have y'all
Uh,
noticed that light?
the whole time, I think. I think it's been going the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
I don't think so. It's kind
Well,
of odd.
when we get involved, when we talk about spooky stuff, shit happens. Okay, especially especially if I'm in the mix. I'm lucky I didn't get kicked off this podcast twice already, because that's what happens to me. Every time I talk about certain things, I get kicked out of the podcast and have to reboot and have to come back again. But it's just like old news, new news. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. Gee whiz, stop it.
And he's
But
worried about this.
uh Terry, you know what I've told you thousands of
Yep,
times? Don't worry
because
about it.
I just turned all the lights off, and this one here is still going.
Well, don't worry about it. You know what happens when we get on a friggin' podcast? We always see certain things get happen, and his mic goes off too, and he can't reboot, and it takes him a while to come back. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, we've done it. We've been there, done that, Terry. That's what happens when you talk about paranormal, right?
Hmm. You never know.
Strange, strange things happen, and I'm so used to it.
You never know what's going to happen.
Nope, nope. And anything spooky happens, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's why I love this subject.
I do too. I do too.
You know, there's something like a really good spooky subject before you go to bed. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, it's okay. We're in the morning, so I don't have that privilege. it's it's lunchtime, Terry. We'll see.
That thing is acting crazy. I don't know what's
Well,
going
you're
on.
freaking out already, so yeah, you're still
I
freaking
just I, I just blame you.
out. You see, I can only take stuff out. I can only take shit out. I can't put anything in there. So
That's
you're gonna
weird.
have to.
Yeah, Sid, when you have your events, when you're talking to people, what is the first thing that they bring up when they talking to you? Considering
They,
they know what you do and you're a
right?
paranormal investigator, you do all this and do all that. What is the first question that everybody asks you the most?
If I've ever been scared.
That's a good one, right? Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
Have you?
yeah.
I've 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 been truly scared on an investigation 3 times.
Mhm.
2 times at the old hospital here in town, and 1 time on
Mhm.
vacation. And
Mhm.
you don't expect to be scared on vacation. You go away for a good time and to get away from stress and all that kind of stuff. And you don't
Mhm.
even think about having to deal with paranormal stuff unless you're
Mm.
going to a haunted location for your vacation, or we just went to Georgia, to Helen, Georgia, which is a little barbarian town in the mountains. And we got a cabin just outside of town, beautiful area. And we always make sure that in our cabins that we rent, there is a hot tub and a pool table. It's got to be both of them because we want both of them. Pool table was downstairs in a game room, and my husband had already gone to bed the first night, and I'm a night owl, so I'm up until 3 and 4 in the morning. So I was
Did
still wide
you
awake.
did you cleanse your room before you went in there?
I didn't, but listen. So I had to go to the bathroom, and I didn't go. I didn't want to wake him up and go in the master room. So I went down the hallway to the spare, and I had to pass the stairwell that led down to the game room, and something rushed up out of that stairwell at me. I couldn't see it, I couldn't hear it, but it was trying to intimidate me and trying to push me out and make me leave. And when something like that happens, I make myself stand up taller and make myself keep walking and whatever I'm doing. So I went on to the bathroom and I shut the door, and then I thought, oh no, oh no. Now when I open the door, it's going to be right there. Oh no. So I had to psych myself up to go out of the bathroom when I was done. Of course, nothing was there. I didn't. It's like my mind says you're not ready to look at these things. You can't see them yet. And I passed by the stairwell. It was back in the stairwell. But the next morning, I told my husband, "We've got to get some sage. I want some white sage,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to help me." And he just went, "Okay." Now he goes on investigations with me, and he actually asks questions. But back then, he wasn't doing any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I trained him, and yeah, we had to smudge that place, and
Yeah.
we had a fine vacation after that.
Wow, that's
It's-
cool.
Nothing
Because
that lady goes bump in the night, right?
right? Mhm. No,
I don't know, man.
not on vacation.
Some of these Airbnbs today, you can't trust them.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear something, you know. Uh, when are you going to write a book just about what's going on in the Appalachian Mountains?
I might have to because the the series I'm working on right now is actually going to be when Mark gave me these stories, he said, I don't want to do it,
Mhm.
I know you'll do it. And so there were like 60 stories, newspaper clippings of these headless ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And that 60 stories made me get a newspaper.com subscription.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're watching YouTube videos, it just, you go down a tunnel and you one after the other, and hour after hour.
Right?
And then
Mhm.
5 hours pass and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to eat and I'm late for work.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So that's what I've been doing on newspaper.com. So 60 stories have turned into about 600 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be some Appalachian stories in it. Um, Mountain folk, you don't play. You do not play with mountain folk.
Nope.
Now, do
They,
you think mountain folks, are they more? I mean, because you're right there in the Bible Belt. Are they more on the non-belief, or are they more on the belief side?
they're they're believers, and they will tell you stories that have been passed down if you are close enough to the family to know them. Otherwise, you better not go on their property. It's more like the dueling banjos. Dun, 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 dun. Run,
You,
run,
yeah,
run.
you're gonna get your butt. You're gonna get your butt
Don't.
buckshot off, right?
Oh, yeah. Play.
Because I always thought mountain folks, they really didn't socialize with the outside world.
No, they do
So,
not. They're very superstitious.
Mm,
Very
and there's,
super.
and I can imagine some of the stories that they got. Man, yeah, they would be unbelievable. And
Yeah,
they, they live off the land. I don't even think they got electricity.
a lot of them don't.
yeah,
A lot, no. No running water and no electricity.
and
Living
no toilet either. So yeah,
no, no.
they
There's an
have an
outhouse.
outhouse for a toilet, right? Yeah,
Right, right. So
There you go.
we don't
Yeah, there you
we don't think about this all the time, but there's still people that live like that here.
yeah.
go. Well, there goes a good bubble bath.
Just
You
don't,
know,
just don't look in the, just don't look right. Don't look up. Just do your business and come out.
yeah. Would you want to live like that? Are
No,
you, do you think people are actually capable of going back and living like that?
when the grid goes down and everything, we lose power. If we come to another world war and we actually lose our cell phones and internet, and I'm gonna go freaking crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I will be lost.
yeah.
And no drive-throughs.
Nope.
I'm gonna miss my drive-throughs.
Yeah. I
Serious.
tell you, one time we went to my husband's house, right? And it's on this island in the southern part of Japan. I said to my husband, I gotta go to the bathroom. I opened up the door. What's that?
Oh
It
no.
was a hole in the floor. They put a seat there for me. You do your business in the hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope you can hit the mark.
Yeah.
I
I
said,
mean,
holy shit. I
when
went
I
with that.
was back in the 80s, when I was at Doshisha, I went to Doshisha University. I was over in
Mm-hmm.
Japan for 3 weeks
Mm-hmm.
and touring. I was a dancer in this tour
Mm-hmm.
company, and we were all over Japan. And the traditional ones, now the homes that we stayed in, 3 different homes, and then the hotels, and they all have Western toilets.
Yeah.
But Doshisha and all these other places had the trenches in the floor.
Yeah, and the old fashioned toilet in Japan is a squat toilet. You have to bend your knees. They have a bar in front of you on the wall, and you have to hold on the bar. You squat your knees. You do your business, and you flush the toilet. Yeah, that's what they
Yep.
do. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the old fashioned toilet. Yeah, and I said, when I first came, I said to my husband, I said, what do I do here? He
Yeah.
looked at me and he
I
said,
don't
"Oh,
know, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah." But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like I
It's
was
different.
crying. I was crazy. I want to go.
It's different. I mean,
That is
just think
wild.
about all over the world how people live differently. In Mexico, their water is so terrible and their sanitation is so bad
Yeah,
that you can't flush anything.
no,
Nothing. So
no.
even toilet paper that you use, they've got a trash can next to the toilet and you just pitch it right there. And that's
That's the
disgusting.
same thing what they do in Thailand too.
Is
Some
that what?
places in Thailand they have in the hotel they have a basket where you put the used toilet paper in that, and then yeah,
Oh,
it's,
oh,
it's that bad, you know. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right, we gotta quit
I'm
talking
glad
about toilet tissue.
I'm glad I lived in a big city in Tokyo because I don't have to worry about that. And I go, oh,
Yes. But we take a lot for granted.
I know. Yeah, yep. Most definitely. You know, like some rural areas, you're lucky if you got something. You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
uh,
I'll be right back.
yeah,
I gotta go bathroom.
see, there she goes. She's starting now. She's gotta go. Now
Yeah.
she gotta go drop a log. Tell her I said that.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get you when I
Don't tell her I said that. She'll get mad at me. When is the next investigation coming up? You guys got anything planned?
We're actually going to do something at Goblin Con. So Goblin Con is in Hopkinsville, August 22nd and 23rd. And Mark is
Okay.
going to be there with me and some other friends. And we're going to do a table tipping. So he's going to do like a little seance and see if we can't get the table moving, that kind of thing.
Oh, that'd
Um,
be
we'll,
interesting.
we're, we're staying at Eric's house in Hopkinsville, and it is haunted. So we'll be staying there. And I think I've stayed there 5 or 6 times already. So it's a pretty good place. And we're planning next year to go up to just Waverly Hills.
Waverly. Okay. You're gonna
I really
spend that
want
money, huh?
to. Well, we'll have a bunch of
Yeah.
people, but
Yeah.
that's
You can't take it. You can't take it with you.
no, no.
I mean, I'm planning on to. I'm planning on taking everything. I'm planning on taking my whole apartment when I go.
Are you? How are you going to fit it?
I get one big casket.
You'll
I
get one
want to
of
be
those
able to watch.
pods, those big
I
moving
want to.
trucks or something.
Yep. I want to be able to watch TV, Netflix. I want to be able to have my TV in there and my music. I want to be able to have my bar. I want to be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Uh, have you ever been to New Orleans?
Yes, one time, and that's not enough.
Not enough.
Mm-mm.
Uh, is there any state in Tennessee that has all the what is it I'm looking for? That has all the sass and the everything that New Orleans has. Is there a city like that in Tennessee that's close to that?
Memphis is the closest. Yeah, Memphis got all the bluesy jazz and down that on Beale Street, but it is not as big as New Orleans, and it doesn't have all of the
Now,
haunted aspects of as New Orleans.
now, is there a lot of haunted locations in Nashville?
There's several in Nashville, all over Tennessee. Hmm.
Now, how hard is it to for you guys, for you in particular, since you're famous? How easy? How hard is it? How hard is it for you to get into these well-known locations? Like the House of the Blues, for instance. I know that place is haunted.
I would love to go in it. I've not been in there. But no, I'm just like anybody else. I'm going to have to buy a ticket and go in and ask permission to investigate. So I'm
Wow.
definitely not famous. Not yet.
Ah,
I keep
you're just
hoping.
being modest.
No,
Stop that.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
Stop that. You said you got your husband as a believer. You got any non-believers in your family? Your mom, your dad,
Not now.
grandma?
Not now. My mom, now we just lost my mom in May, but when I got in, and see, I didn't really get into investigating until 2013 because I didn't know how to investigate. I was just watching all these ghost shows, knowing I wanted to do that, but I didn't know
Hmm.
anything about equipment. I didn't know how to go about investigating and forming a team and what I needed to do. So we had lost my dad in '01, and my grandmother, my mom's mom, we lost her the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So mom had actually heard them in the house
Mm-hmm.
afterwards, like their footsteps, and she heard my dad taking a shower and saw him actually looking at his grandson and smiling. So there were stories like that, but that after a few years, I knew that I wanted to have my own team. I already had the name, I just didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
So I got trained by another group called Ghost Hunters of Southern Tennessee.
Hmm.
And I was their case manager for a while. I would find places for us to investigate. And they trained me,
I've had
taught
them
me
on the show before.
all kinds. They taught me all kinds of stuff and taught me about equipment.
Yeah, interesting. I think
Yeah.
I've
And
had them on the show. I think I had them on the show before.
have you?
I think I had.
The lead guy is James Jones, and Wayne Baker, we lost him a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But Wayne was the one that actually told me I was sensitive. I didn't know I was sensitive. I had no idea. I knew
You cry a
I
lot. I'm
felt
sensitive.
that. See, I didn't know though. I was having panic attacks from the time I was 10, and I didn't know why. I was taking on people's energy and I didn't know how to not do that.
Yeah,
So I had to learn that
you have to learn how to protect yourself from them,
yes,
because
yes,
you get consumed by their energy, and
everybody's.
yeah, I just learned to stay away from everybody.
But I like to stay away from most people
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. You say, oh, no, no,
The
no, no,
older you
no.
get,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, nope, nope,
I,
nope.
I,
And
you know,
you there? I'm here. We're good.
I mean, you live in Tennessee. You probably, I don't know which is more religion, Georgia or Tennessee. I
Yeah,
would lean towards Georgia a little bit more,
they're both
but
pretty close. Yeah, it's the whole Bible
but
Belt.
yeah, with you, yeah, you're smack down
Yeah.
in the Bible Belt. I'm on
Have
the
you
tip end of
felt?
it.
Have you had anybody approach you and say, "You can't do this"?
Oh yeah, tons of people. My
Yeah.
mother was one of them for a while.
Hmm.
And
Oh
when
Lord.
when I first got started, she said, "Cindy, you can't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's dangerous."
Yeah.
And she wasn't saying what the other people would come up to me and say, "You're
Hmm.
just playing with demons. You're playing with demons." No,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
So, but my mother would say, "I'm worried about you." So every Christmas and birthday and whatever, she would give me a cross or something religious that I could carry with me. And I mean, I love them. They're really pretty, but she was worried about me that much. And she was worried, but she also was curious. So
Yeah.
when I would go on an investigation, she would say, "Now you be sure to wear one of these crosses. You be sure to do that and be careful." And as soon as I was done, she'd say, "Okay, what happened?" Well, now wait a minute. I
Hmm?
thought you didn't want to hear about this. Well, I
Hmm.
don't really, unless it wasn't scary. Is something happened that wasn't scary? That kind of. So I got to start talking to her and telling her more and more and more. And it wasn't until Wyatt died,
Hmm.
that was in 2022, that she finally flipped the switch and was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, they do come back," because he was showing up to her as well. And
Hmm.
she could see, okay,
Hmm.
that's not a bad spirit.
No.
That's,
No.
that's my grandson.
It's a visitation, which is totally different from a haunting. A haunting is something that comes that you don't know, that could be nefarious, or it could be just a warning. So there's a real big, there's a fine line between the two, and that it's a visitation. It's saying that I'm here. Don't
Mhm.
worry, I'm in a better place. Or here, I'm here to look over you. I'm here to watch over you. So don't be scared of me. It's like those two things, right?
Right, right. But
And
that made her not be so worried
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
me doing that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
when it comes to say boo, I'm here like, whoa, what was that?
I
Yeah.
think all spirits, all if you really break it down, and I don't think a lot of people think about it for a moment, but all spirits are butt heads in some sort of way.
They can be.
Because they don't ask you ask specific questions, you don't get specific answers. You try to confide in them. They really don't care about you.
Well,
You know what I'm
listen
saying?
here,
They
okay,
really let's think logically
Terry.
here.
They're not
They don't care.
obligated to answer you anyways. They're not obligated
Yes,
to
they
tell
are.
you shit. No, they're
They
not.
can tell. You know what? Or they can get the same thing I'm gonna give y'all when I go. You think ghosts can't be haunted?
See what I gotta put up
I
with
will
all the
haunt a
time,
ghost
right?
in a heartbeat. Hey, I do not discriminate when it comes to hauntings. I will get them too.
You see,
I
now
mean,
I'm gonna need a
think about
now
it,
I'm gonna
man.
need a big
How
swig of brandy when
consistent
we're
are
finished this
when
one.
you ask when you ask spirits questions? Are they really consistent with it?
Some of them are pretty intelligent enough to be,
Yeah.
but for the majority of them, are we talking to something residual that's not answering what we
Hmm.
want, or
Hmm.
are we talking to an asshole spirit? Because there are
Yeah.
assholes.
They
You can
are.
Because
hear it.
I know a cowboy fan when I see one, with dead or alive. And when you mention the Cowboys, they'll be talking. Oh man, them Cowboys are no good. I'll really be trying to get in, make him communicate. Them Cowboys ain't no good, man. Then they're like,
Oh
yeah,
God.
Ah,
yeah.
Lord, give me strength when I finish this podcast. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna say one thing, okay?
What are
Um,
you talking about?
some spirits have died very tragically, and so they're showing you how they died, and they're showing you who did it and what happened to them. So that sometimes that's the only way that they can communicate you by showing you what happened to them. But then others will talk to you. So you have to
What?
see which one is which and who's going who and how they did it, what happened to them, how it happened. So that's what they're telling you their story about it. So you have to
If I was a
really,
cat, if I was a Cowboy fan, I'd die tragically too.
oh shit, oh here we go again, oh my god, Penny,
See
help.
what else going on? Had this light blinking on over here. Look, now it's back where it was. I think that was Morse code. What you guys think?
it may be.
You see, now you know why I need a vacation afterwards, right?
Oh, did you get the message?
No,
Because I didn't
I don't
either.
know.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, she said,
I
oh,
don't know
that's
what the
grandpa.
message was. I can't
She
read
said, oh,
Morse
that's
code.
grandpa.
That's one.
Can't
That's grandpa. She said that was grandpa.
That's a Native American thing. They,
No,
they can figure that out.
no, no. Penny said that was grandpa.
Thank that. He like that light. I'll get him one for Christmas.
He said,
I can put
cool.
one out there at this grave.
But you don't know where his grave is, right?
We'll find it. I can put one out at Penny's.
She said, oh, that
She
sounds
got too
cool.
much going on out there anyway. Hey, I'm gonna have to cut back on. Hey, you tell her I'm gonna have to cut back on her budget because she's getting a little expensive.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to cut it back. I'm gonna have to cut back on her budget. Just twice. It's twice out of the year that I go change. Well, no, see, I used to change my wife's flowers every month. But I mean, come on, Sin. How many colors can you get? I mean, there's flowers. You can only do so many colors. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
red, green, orange, yellow, blue. I mean, every color I can think of.
well,
And I
she
go
said
out there and
yellow.
change.
She said yellow.
No, tell her she's in timeout right now. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, she's in timeout.
She said, okay, I'll
So
kick your butt.
every 6 months I change her lighting. I replace the lights and I replace the lights. Then Christmas, we put up the Christmas tree out there. So she get a Christmas tree every year, and she gets lights at her grave. So if she ever get lost, she can look for the light and find her way back home.
Well,
Aw.
actually, she's right
Pretty
here.
cool.
She's right here in front of me. Like, she's right here.
But
See,
hey,
I got his whole
if
family.
God
I
wasn't
got
on
his
the,
whole family
hey,
here.
if
I got
she
his
was, hey,
grandpa,
if this
I got
wasn't
his wife,
alive,
I got his father, and I got his sister. I got everybody here. Like, oh God.
if this wasn't a live podcast, she know I'm upset with her. I'm gonna
Oh,
give her the
Harry,
finger.
be nice.
I am that nice.
No, you're
I
not.
am that.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
sin. Yes, I am. I'm being nice.
No, you're not.
This is what we go through
I
because
know.
see, Irene is an advocate for the dead. She, I don't know. She advocates for the dead, and she advocates even when I think my wife is wrong. Irene tell me to get over it. Just get over it. She's not here. There's not. I'm like, dude, she has to be somewhere. If you're communicating, that means she's not technically dead. And I hate using that word anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're speaking to her, then is she really? Is she? She's not dead. You know what I'm saying? If
And
she's out there sunbathing, then I know damn well she's not dead.
She's gone from this life as we know it to a different plane.
yeah,
We gonna plane all right. We gonna have a long talk. What'd you say?
I ain't telling you shit.
Oh,
We gonna have a long talk. And you know what? And Irene, love her to death. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for this lady. But I don't think she's ever took my side on anything.
has she not?
No.
Oh.
I don't think. Even when I'm right, I'm wrong. So how is that? She's never took my side on nothing. You know what? She
I'm
takes my side
Switzerland.
when
I'm Switzerland.
I'm grilling the kids or telling her about the kids and what they're doing. She's on my side, man.
I'm Switzerland.
But
You
other
see,
than
when it comes to the, I'm Switzerland.
Switzerland's pretty smart.
See, yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, uh, do you have any new members or how many is on your team? I mean, because you haven't talked about them much on the podcast.
No, because when I lost Wyatt, I had to step away.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's why I've done mostly Zoom calls and things like that. And I've gone to like Bell Witch Cave, Brushy Mountain, um, Hopkinsville, the Night House, Linden, the Old Commodore Hotel, different places with other friends of mine because training Wyatt to be my videographer hurt. So
Wyatt wants you to go back to
I'm
what you
going.
do.
I'm
He
going. I
wants you
actually,
to continue for me
he
in
will.
memory of me to go back and do what you do the best. That's what he's saying to me. Not to quit because of me,
Yeah, I
because
won't.
I'm here in here with you, and I want you to do what you do best. Is go out and investigate and do it in memory of me, not because of me.
Right, right. And the last one we went to was Thomas House Hotel, and I got that was in Red Boiling Springs,
Mm,
Tennessee, and
mm,
my co-founder and his girlfriend. I got them to come up,
hmm.
and we did some things together. So
Yeah.
starting back doing little things
Yeah.
Haven't done a residential, and might not go back to residences. I might just do Zoom calls for those,
Yeah.
and just do the places that we all want to go to, like Waverly
Yeah.
Hills and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
all the other big places.
Mhm.
And I think that's what we're going to start to do.
Yeah. Go slow. Like
Yeah,
when Terry had his happening, I had to talk to him and said, "You have to do what you want to do. Now's your time to shine and do and go out there and do what you do best. Just because somebody passed doesn't mean that you should quit." And he
right,
wanted to quit, so I told him that no, you can't quit. You know, you have a lot more to give, to offer to people, and to show people this is what's out there, and this is this is what you're supposed to do, is to go out there and show evidence and be a part of it. and 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 because a person dies doesn't mean that that's the end of it, because he was said I'm done. But no, I said no. You have to start out with your podcast and do small events and small investigations and work yourself around it and work yourself up to it, and then and sooner or later you'll find your footing back into it again.
right,
And
right.
I think you have to do the same. You have to do baby steps, right? You
Yeah,
have to
and which
come
is
into it.
exactly
And
what we're doing.
and
Yeah,
the thing is, when I'm talking to people who have abilities, you're starting off where you're supposed to start off. You will come into your abilities later on when you're ready to. Not not it won't come to you like this in the face like it happened to me, right? Like like boom. I said, holy cow, I'm not ready for this, but I have to be. But I mean, you'll come into it slowly as you graduate, as you go along. It will show you more and more and more when you're ready to, not at once like it happened to me, but it'll be gradually. And then so you learn how to use one ability, and then you learn when you get better at that you'll be something else will come along and you'll learn how to use that one too. So it all come together as a whole when you're ready. So not to worry about it, not to be scared about it, because the more you meditate before you do a Zoom call or before you do something, the better you will get, and the less cluttered your mind will be, and the more clear you'll be able to see things.
right, exactly. Hmm.
Because
See,
I
Terry?
wasn't gonna come back.
Oh,
I was done. I'm like, man,
It's
I'm not
hard.
gonna do this.
It's
it
hard.
is hard. It is hard, but you
Yeah.
can't think up here. You have to think down here,
Hmm.
because your head is saying, "Oh, that's hard. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, it's gonna be
Well,
difficult."
you know what? That's true, but you can't think of here when it's broken right here.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
And
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
different. Takes
yeah,
everybody a different amount of time. We
yeah.
go through things different. I'm stepping back in a little at a time
Yep.
to investigate, and
You'll be
it was
okay.
hard. It
You'll
was
be
hard.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be okay. But remember, he's in here with you, so he's going to walk with you through everything that you're going through, and he's there to protect you against anything that's nefarious out there. So you've got a handle on this, right?
Hmm.
And it's really good because you've got something there that may not be in human form, but it's there in spirit form that will work with you and will be there walking with you as you go through your journey.
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
part of your journey.
Right, right. And my mom's already shown up to me.
Yeah. So
So,
you've got your mom, you got White on this side, you got mom on the other side, and they're
mhm,
walking with you. They're holding
right,
your hand with you when you walk through your journey,
right.
which is really good, which is really good, which is more than what a lot of people do have, right? So you got way more
Just
than
wait till
that.
I
So you
show
got a
up.
lot to work with, and
Wait till you show up.
Yep, I'm opening up cabinets and I'm doing everything.
you know what? And
You
I'm
know,
gonna be spreading holy water around him, and
they always say, "Hey, there ain't no men around, but why is the toilet seat up?" I'm gonna do that just. I'm gonna do that
He
just to
likes to
irritate the
bug
hell out
people,
of
right?
people.
That's what he is. He's a pest, right?
Hey, that sounds like a good nickname.
Ugh, God.
I can live with that. Pets.
And you
I'm
wonder
gonna
why I
have to
put up
change
with
my
it, right?
podcast name. That'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think
No,
I would
no,
like that.
no,
So
no, no.
baby steps is the key. Keep doing your
Yeah.
Yep,
baby steps, and
Yeah.
get back in the fun. Get back doing what you love to do.
yep.
Hmm.
And
Because
slowly
trust
you
me,
will find your footing. You will know. You will be able to see things in a different point of in a different eye, and you'll
Right.
be able to relax and um get into it better. The best way that I think you could do it is go back to his grave, talk
Oh,
to him.
oh, I go read to him. I go
Yeah,
read some of my new books.
yeah. And you know what? He's there. He's listening to you. He says, "Yeah, I'm
I know.
always there listening to you. You
Hmm.
know, I'm there listening to you,
yep, he
and I'm
does.
there watching, and I'm always there." It's his you see, there is no heaven and there is no hell. Okay, I have to explain this to people because their heaven is their happiness, where they find the most pleasure doing it, where they most enjoyable things that they like to do. Some people like to go fishing. Some people like to play in the garden. Some people like to fly kites. It's what they love to do is their heaven. It's not what we think it is, right? So you
Oh
have to
boy.
really understand. Ah, shush. So Terry's wife likes to go sunbathing, right?
Yeah.
That's her heaven, and he has a hard time trying to think about that yet.
You're damn right,
But
because well, who the hell? Because she didn't do it while she was here. Why is she doing it now?
because it's what she wants to do, right?
See? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna walk around in the. I'm gonna make her mad. I'm gonna walk around in the buff with. I'm raise up all the blinds in the
Oh,
house, and I'm gonna walk around in the buff too.
and I'm gonna be,
See
you know
what
what?
she
I'm gonna
say then.
say the Lord's prayer because I'm gonna be worried about.
Nope. Hey, I believe. Hey, I believe hey, I believe there's all type of justice out there. And I believe if she can do it, I can do it too.
And the cops are gonna come walking, knocking on his door.
I,
Hey,
I can
Mister
do
Cody,
whatever I
what the
want in
hell are
my
you
house.
doing?
The cops can't tell me nothing in my house. They don't pay the rent. I can do what I want.
The flies are gonna be coming. You know what?
Only if I don't flush the toilet.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh god! Now we're gonna be in
So
big
yeah,
trouble.
you know, Sin,
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you just how much that she keeps an eye on me. My wife has been gone for what, 3 years now?
Hmm.
Gone. She comes to me in my sleep and she says, "I thought it was Milo. Like, who taught you how to speak?" Milo's my cat.
Oh.
Well, he's a little butthead now. I'm surprised he's not in here. But uh, she, it's weird because whenever I'm doing dishes, I can look up. I'm putting dishes in the dishwasher, and I look up. I see the lights flickering.
Hmm.
I know that's her. But one day, I was messing with her, and I'm one of those modern type religious people because religion is changing so much with all
Mhm.
the evidence that is coming out now. It's really hard to believe religion for what it really is. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So me being a kind-hearted guy, I Irene's a witness. She's my witness. She didn't hey, she didn't have any lights. She was having all hard times. You know what I'm saying? She had a kid with her, and she's like, "Hey, guess where she's from? Tennessee."
Is she?
She's from Tennessee.
Oh wow.
she's from she's from Tennessee, and I'm like, wait, I just thought about that. Yeah, she's from Tennessee, and
Wow.
so she calls me up and said, "Hey, Terry," and I don't know what the deal with the Hormel chili. Do people in Tennessee like Hormel chili?
I don't, but some people do. Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Go
she
on with the
was
story,
like,
Terry.
"Hey, calm down." And she was like, she came over and she's like, "I'm about to cook some nachos. Would you like some?" I'm like, "No." I see the Hormel chili can. I'm like, "Who in the hell? Where in the hell are you from?" "Oh, I'm from Tennessee." I'm like, "Do people in Tennessee eat Hormel chili?"
Well, yeah, some do. I'm
I'm like,
And
picky.
"Oh,
some
that's
don't.
nasty.
Mm-mm.
I don't eat it." And
Mm.
so she goes in. I show her where the pot is, which is up under the sink. So I'm looking down, but I looked up, saw the lights flash. I'm like, "Oh man, let me get this girl out of here as fast as I can."
You think?
Oh, I know.
Really? That you felt that?
I know for a fact. I said,
Okay.
let this girl cook so I can get her out of this house as
Wow.
fast as I can. And I didn't
Wow.
tell Irene, I didn't tell nobody about that because it's nobody's
Yeah.
business.
Right. Right.
And I was messing with Irene, and I say, "Don't you be up there flirting." And you know what she said, Sin?
Mm-mm.
"I don't want that blank, 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 blank in my house again."
Well, she called her a hoochie.
Really?
Yep. And I
Well,
didn't tell anybody anything about that
right.
because it's nobody's
Right.
business. I didn't
But
tell Irene. I didn't. My sons wasn't here. It was just me, her baby, and her.
wow.
So how did she know who I had in my house at that particular time?
Right. Exactly.
I just think he just blurted it out. Sometimes I don't have control of what I say. Sometimes yeah.
Hey,
And she
and
said,
trust
"I
me,
don't want that hoochie in my house anymore." She said,
hoochie is not an Asian word. People from Asia don't use that word. So I know
"No,
Irene don't use that word.
no,
You
Wow.
know, hoochie is something from the States and it's ghetto. It's
yeah,
hood.
Hmm.
hmm
Hey, my wife, it don't get no hooded in my wife. I'm just kidding. But
and
for her to say that,
he freaked out when I said that, and he goes, "What?" And I go,
yeah, dude, that right there tells me that she's here watching.
"Yeah,
Just to even say that.
that
Oh,
freaked
I
him
suggest
out."
you're not superstitious, huh?
You see my black kitty?
Are you superstitious?
No. No.
But you see,
She's
yeah,
such
Yeah,
a
that's
but
she's
certain words, certain things that come out of my mouth, I can't control it. Okay, I can't control sometimes what I say because, and I can't control sometimes what I write because it takes over my writing. So
yeah.
when I said that, he
yeah,
was,
but hoochie?
huh?
All right, what the hell? Who? I've never even heard Irene even say anything that word like that before.
No,
And I'm
and I
like,
don't know that word. I don't know where it came from. Yeah, well,
Hmm.
you know, and hey, no, no. And I only call her a hoochie in certain situations. Hey, you hooch, shut up. You get out of here, you hoochie.
Yeah, because it
And
was in.
so for her to use that word was really, really unusual.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
she's here.
Hmm.
I can't
yeah,
see her. But sometimes when she's late at night, when Milo is at his worst, I think it's her playing with him.
It might be.
yeah.
Might very well be.
Yeah.
God, I'm sleeping. Milo, stop that. Milo, stop that. Milo, stop.
Poor
He
Milo.
just runs around. Oh boy, don't you mention that. I'll send it to you.
Poor Milo.
No,
But
don't say that. Poor me. What about me? Poor me. I'm the one that's getting cold.
Oh,
Oh man.
stuff happens, right? We like words come out that certain sentences come out that I don't know where it came from. It just came it just bursts out and then he goes, "What?" And he goes and he goes, well, "Yikes." He went like he goes, "Yikes."
That,
He
yeah,
doesn't know where,
Milo's a menace to society. That cat is hard.
but
See,
sometimes
he's
things
not
come,
over there.
sometimes certain things come out that you don't know. Sometimes the environment creates it, sometimes the situation creates it, sometimes things that the dead sees that they don't like, and they'll turn around and they'll tell you, right?
hmm.
Yeah, it is weird because when we have you ever heard of Old Park Hotel in Texas?
No, where is that?
It's in Bellinger. It's in one of these well-known haunted locations. It's in West Texas. Uh, I felt like she was there because we
Really?
went upstairs. And I slept in the room. I mean, dude, I usually don't sleep too well in haunted locations, but I just felt like she was just like this, right in back of the door, making sure nobody gets past me.
Hmm.
Oh,
And she was just doing this the whole time while I was sleeping. Cause I slept like a baby.
was the place a brothel? She might have been at the door to keep them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a brothel.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, she was at the door to keep them from coming in to bother you for sure.
And
that's
his
okay.
partner, his other partner, who I'm teaching how to be more, he's a sensitive, and I'm teaching him how to use his abilities. And the spirit, there's lady spirit who was, I think she was the madame of the thing. She was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to get a hold of him."
Ooh.
His partner, and Jerry's like, "You better sleep on your stomach tonight."
Oh,
Yeah, that
Mhm.
place is it's really unique. Uh, they did a lot of upkeep on it, which I'm happy about that. But like me, I'm a skeptic first, and I've
you've got to
yet.
be.
So what? I've seen a couple of cat balls go off, but
No, that
that
really
doesn't
doesn't
push me
show
over the edge
anything.
to believe
Yeah,
that
Right,
there's something there.
yeah,
right. It's got to
So
be
you know
more.
what I'm saying?
And the
yeah. You,
more equipment you have that's going off at the same time, the
hmm.
better your
Yeah,
evidence is.
Yeah.
exactly.
Or,
And some people think
or
cat
yeah, or
balls
bet.
are the key to
Yeah.
everything. No, no, I'm sorry, it isn't. It
You
isn't.
know
Right.
The
what I'm
floorboards can be
seeing
moving, and this. Yeah.
exactly. But what I'm seeing with this and what I'm hearing with these, and I'm letting this process it. That tells I believe all this before I believe this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're your
Yeah.
best equipment. Your
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
body is your
Yeah.
best equipment.
Yeah.
So I did not have that feeling of anything because normally when there's a presence near me, I get a real bad headache
Yeah.
Mm,
just on my right side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get out of here because
mhm.
there's something here and I don't know what the hell's going on. And I
Yeah.
just recently started picking that up because a couple years ago I can go into any location and I wouldn't know what is what. But the minute I
Hmm.
step into a location and if my body can feel it,
Hmm.
Mhm.
my head was
Yeah.
just a migraine.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm.
oh my god, I gotta get out of here. Like
And
the
if
place
something
we're going
happened to a
tomorrow
person,
night. Yeah,
you get a sore chest from a heart attack. You get your sore neck from somebody who's being beheaded. You get a headache for sometimes that something happened, like a head injury or something like that. Your whole body feels the whole thing, right? So,
I don't want to though. If something like that happens to me, like I start getting a headache, I have to tell them to get off me. I can't. No, I don't want to experience that. I want to talk
but
to you, but
but
don't jump me.
it, it it's not really them. It's the environment where they're in. They're
Hmm.
just showing you that this is how they passed,
Right.
and it's
Right.
not really hurting you. It's not really. It's just showing you the evidence of what really happened to them. So, you might not like it, but it's part of this. It's part of this journey and doing what we do.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain in the neck. But see, the great thing about it, it alerts me. It lets me know that there is something there. You
Hmm.
And you
know,
know what?
most
It'll
of the
go
time
away.
I
It
go,
goes away. It just hits you and it
and
goes
yeah,
away.
it goes away.
Yeah. So
You
it's not
know,
going to
so
stick with you. It's not going to stay with you very long. It be 1 minute, 1 second, 1 minute, right, Terry?
yeah, then it's gone.
It, yeah. And then
But that heavy,
you could continue.
but that heaviness in certain locations where you just get that, it's just like the whole house is just heavy. To
Right.
me, that never goes.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's
You
always
can't
there when it
breathe.
just,
The air is thick right in front of you. Good.
Mhm.
Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah.
you can
I mean,
feel the shift.
it's and what's so crazy about it? It's really hot in here. It's really
Mm,
hot in Texas, and that contributes to everything else that's going on into a location. And
Right.
sometimes heat, I think heat can sometimes gives you some kind of energy
mm-hmm.
because
Speed
Or
when
things
it's
really,
up.
cold, it's what,
Yeah. Because the cold, they slow down in.
mm-hmm.
yeah, and the heat just amplifies everything. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like charged.
Yeah.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
We might be sweating and exhausted sitting in the corner, but no, they move quick. They
Yeah.
move quick.
You
Yeah.
know,
And they
that is
know.
it's
They know you. They know you coming even before you
Oh,
even get out of
before
your house, right? So
I've
yeah.
I've gotten I last year I got my first spirit phone call.
Mm-hmm.
My now Mark has gotten them for a long time. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
he's going to a location,
Mm-hmm.
he'll get it. Not everyone, but
No.
occasionally when his phone rings, there's no number,
Mm-hmm.
nothing there. And he'll pick it up, say hello, and it's just that static.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want him to know that they are ready for him.
Yep.
And I got my first one last year, and that was creepy. They're creepy.
Yeah.
I can
Yep.
imagine. I can imagine getting the creepy. I got those damn spam callers, man. They're creepy too.
Yeah, they ought to be illegal.
Yes, calling me at 7 o'clock in the morning, asking me about some Medicaid, and dude, I'm not even old enough to get Medicaid. What the hell? Why the hell you asking me that? You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, Sin, we're going on 2 hours, man. An hour and 53 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
See, we're having fun.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Couple more questions. We're gonna get you out of here,
Sure.
buddy.
All right.
Uh, Irene, I'm gonna let you handle these last couple of questions.
Well, I've already asked a lot of them already, so I already got my answers. So yeah, I'm pretty good.
All right.
See, I throw that
But
at her, boy. She run.
I just found one. Like
Oh,
between Europe, Asia, America, and other parts. What do you find fascinating? Where would you like to just boogie on going if you had the money and if you had the funds? Just
yeah.
fly and just go out again.
Oh, there's so many places.
Yeah.
Um, I would love to go all over the UK and Europe,
Hmm.
all over
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
because their history is
Hmm.
just amazing. I'd also I would love to be able to go to the pyramids and investigate the pyramids. Can you imagine
Mm-hmm.
investigating? And can
Yeah.
you imagine the energy at that place?
Oh
It's
yeah.
got to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Another place is the terracotta warriors in
Mm-hmm.
China. I
Yeah.
would love to be able to go in that space.
You got to be careful
Oh,
because
sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Chinese government, they don't like us
No,
snooping around. No.
no, no. But
Yeah.
if there was no restrictions and no money was no object, those are the
Yeah.
places I would love to know more about.
I'd love to take you to Okinawa.
I would love to go.
There are places there that, yeah,
You know, another place is the Suicide Forest. I've actually ridden by it, but I imagine that is a creepy, creepy place.
you see, the trees grow really weird. There's no wildlife. There's no snakes. There's no insects. There's nothing there because it don't like that area. And
Right.
there's no wild boars. There's no deer. There's nothing there in the area.
It's
So
just so
it knows.
strange.
Yeah. But the thing is that you go there to die. You
Yeah.
don't go there to visit, right?
Right.
So
Right.
my husband and I, like, we've got people ask us to take them there, and I refuse to do it. My husband says no.
Yeah.
Even my son would say no, and
Yeah.
he's
I
like
understand.
he's more creepy. You think I'm weird? Yeah, he's just say him. Yeah, he's more creepy than I am. But all my kids are like that, right? Yeah, we're a house full of
I
weird
don't know.
people.
That's gonna be close right there.
But anyways, going on with the conversation, right? But yeah, it's just one place that you don't go and visit, you don't go and investigate. There are other places that are a lot safer because I can guarantee your safety, but not in that place. I cannot guarantee your safety, and I
Right.
cannot tell you what to do because you're an adult.
Right.
But I mean, it's my rules or the highway. That's how I
Right.
treat these places,
Well, yeah.
and I cannot guarantee that you'll come out alive. I cannot guarantee that you'll come out safe. I cannot guarantee you'll come out the same person as you went in there, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And I think
So,
that might be the pull of it
yeah,
because it's very psychological.
yeah. And
Very.
you know what? And dumb people have gone in there, and dumb people have come out really, really different, right? So it
Mhm.
has an impact in no negative way for you because you've
It
come
has
here to die with me. You're not going to come out the same way as you came in there, right? That's what
to.
they're doing to you. And there are
So
there,
so that
go on.
means if I go in, that means if I go in, I might come out normal because I'm going in different already.
See,
I come
then
out
I'll
normal.
give him a bus ticket and he say, you I'll give you a train ticket. You go by yourself because I ain't going with you.
Don't go by
As
yourself.
long
No.
as I'm coming back normal, I'm good.
You ain't gonna come back
I
normal. You're
mean,
gonna
I'll be
come back
wearing a little bow tie and
with
everything. I'll be good.
either you come back with an attachment or you come back with a shorter life.
Mm, mm, those aren't fun.
Because our spirits are totally different. Some of them go in there like you're seeing the people who have ended their own life become a very jealous spirit. So they're jealous of what you have and they want what you have. But if they can't get what you have, they're gonna take what you have.
Wow.
That's
Well,
what
that
they
sounds like the IRS.
that's why I don't do investigations in this country. I refuse to, no. I refuse to because um I've dealt with some, and some I had to say, nope, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to walk on this road. You're going to walk on that road. I'm going to be good. You're going to be there. I take care of my business. You take care of your own shit. Because you have to be like that with them because they'll take advantage of what you or what they can see that they want from you, and they'll try to take it from you, and that's the dangerous part of it. So the spirits are totally different. They're not they're not saying, oh hi, how are you, like, yeah, I died this way and blah blah blah, like, and can you help me so I can cross over. They're not like that. They don't want to cross over. They're gonna be there to torment the hell out of you until
Wow.
you do die, or
Wow.
until they take your life. Right? Yeah. So you have to be very careful about how you approach them and how you see them, how you talk to them, how you look at them, because anything sideways, they're gonna say, yeah, you're mine.
That can't be the only place on this earth, though, that's like that then.
Yeah, I know there are other places like that
Got
too.
to be. And I wonder where they are.
Thailand,
Well,
uh, Indonesia,
Really?
uh, yeah, and there's a lot of
hey,
scorned women who have died because of the hands of others. They come back different, right?
Hmm.
yeah, go
And
to
they're,
Kentucky.
oh shucks,
Them
they're
boy,
jealous
you
spirits. They're
talking
called the
about
jealous
some
spirits.
land. You talking about some land that is, I can't think of the name of that, but Kentucky is a state within itself. Well, I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Kentucky.
But you
Yeah.
see,
A lot of
but
people
you
cannot
see,
explain.
you you can with a place like Kentucky, you can come to terms with them, so you can see, you can have eye to eye contact, you can talk to them and on on your terms, right? You can make boundaries, you can do that with them, and you can help them in a certain way that they will appreciate it. But these ones here, you stay away from them, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
if you go to land between the lakes, you're
yeah,
dealing with cryptids and that kind of stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Like, my house is clean, okay, I don't have to worry about it. But the minute I go outside, yeah, I'm screwed. All right. So, but you don't need tickets to go. You don't need to pay hundreds of dollars. You just have to pay mostly $4, and then you can go to something. Yeah, there's a lot of haunted places that they don't want to talk about, right? And the land, don't ask a real estate agent about the land, because they're not going to tell you shit, because they don't know it either. They'll try to sell a piece of land that's haunted, and they don't know anything because there's no vital records or anything like that, because they don't know anything. The next door
Interesting.
neighbors may know. The next door
right.
neighbors may know. If they're old and if they're 80 or 90 years old, they'll tell you. They'll tell you the stories. But other than that, nope. You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Interesting.
historical sites, yeah, I always ask somebody who's older to talk about it. Or even my husband, on his island. There's certain crazy things that goes on in the island where he was born. He was born in Kyushu Island, right? And there's a lot of weird shit going on in that island.
I bet. All right, guys. Sin, tell the world how to get a hold of you, my friend.
Sure. On Facebook, you look me up, Sin Schrader Hill Author. Elk Valley Paranormal is also on Facebook. ElkValleyParanormal.com is the website if you want to look at our evidence from the old hospital or anywhere. Also, if you have my third book, They're Speaking, Are You Listening? It's full of EVPs from my investigations, and you can go to the drop down menu on ElkValleyParanormal.com to They're Speaking and listen to all of the EVPs in that book. So that's there. I'm on Amazon, Send Trader Hill Author. If you've got a story for me you'd like to send to me to put into one of the books, send Trader Hill Author at gmail.com.
Yeah, man, that sounds cool. All right, guys. Well, it has been a pleasure speaking with you. I appreciate you spending time with us, and and just telling us your stories.
Yeah,
And
and chilling and
it
having
was great.
fun,
I
and
really
and
appreciate it.
just just having fun and just talking. And you know a lot of podcasts are really I don't know, straight jacket type,
I
right?
know, but I'm not saying
I don't like that. Like,
Yeah, I like to
I
just
like to
talk.
I like to laugh. I like to have fun, and I like
Me
to be
too.
serious. And it's a mix of everything. You get to
It's
relax, and
fun.
you
that.
get
Yeah,
It's more fun.
I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't ask you. I mean, I didn't. None of those weird questions came up. I don't like those weird questions.
Well, I like the questions you ask. So there's that.
I
I had a
mean, but
great.
the weird ones. I'm talking about the weird ones. Well, you know, what the devices you use. This, this, that. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're not okay. Who are you getting to know? The device or the
Right,
person that's on your podcast?
Like, who
right,
cares about the
Oh
device?
man,
Let's talk
you
about the
gotta.
person, right? Let's enjoy our company. Let's enjoy the person. Let's
I'm
right.
talk
not
about
worried
the
about the
person. Let's talk
devices.
about their lives. Let's talk about the things, experiences that they have. Let's have fun with it. Let's go with it. Let's learn a
Yep,
little bit with
and
each other. And that's
That's
what a
the thing.
podcast is all about. That's what a
That's the
podcast.
thing is learning from each other. So
Yeah,
coming on and actually having an open conversation, you
yeah,
learn so much
yeah.
and you get
And
and that's
ideas from
and
everybody.
you bounce off of
and
each other.
that's why we're booked up all the way. That's why we're booked up all the way through October now.
That's fantastic.
And we have fun together. We have fun together. We enjoy each other company, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with laughing in the middle of a podcast. People think it's
Wow.
well, it's unprofessional. And it says, well, stick your unprofessional up your hoo ha. You know,
Oh
Exactly.
God,
Exactly though.
y'all have been y'all
you
are
know.
being weird now.
See.
Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed the
Yes, ma'am.
conversation. So
You
fun.
know,
Thank you.
and when you
No
get to your next
problem.
location, let us know because we want to know more about it.
You got it.
You know,
Yes,
because
let us know. We want to know. But with that being said, like, thank you for joining us
yeah,
and chatting with us, and and keep in touch.
Absolutely.
If you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to come back. But
yeah,
more than likely, I will contact you in a couple of months,
yeah.
and uh, we will you will do the invite again.
That sounds good. I'll
So
come on. Just
yes,
twist my arm. I'll be there.
We don't have to
um,
twist your arm. You'll
No,
be
you
fine.
don't. You don't have to twist it.
you know who you remind me of? Actually,
Uh-uh.
you got that. You got that. What is her name?
I don't know.
You got that Captain Carter look.
Really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think. I think so.
You ever watch Stargate SG-1?
Not in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that Captain Carter look. You kind of remind me of Captain Carter. Well, it's not Captain anymore. She is now Colonel. No, yeah, he's a Colonel now.
But yeah.
Yeah, she's something.
But
Amanda Tapping. You remind me of Amanda Tapping. But anyway, guys, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'll be hearing from you soon. Hey guys, this is Terry with and Irene with NSPX TV Paranormal. If you guys can figure out what's going on with this light back here, please leave it in the comments and maybe we can figure something out. But in the meantime, peace. Bye guys.
Bye.
Stay out of trouble, Irene, would you? Nope. Ain't gonna happen.